Ninjala, it is Gakko Ali here.
Yo yo yo, it's Gone Home Marin. Just to let you guys know, make sure to like the YouTube live stream.
And welcome everyone. It is a big day today. Gang Ho Marin, you want to let everyone know what we are all here to see today?
Oh yeah, it's truly a big day today. I mean, some might even go as far to say historic, but today marks the last tournament in our Ninja God Invitational series. For now, but more on that later. Anyways, our showdown days are usually a little shorter, so here's our mini for today's stream. It's pulling up. It's pulling up. Okay, intro. That's yeah, right now. We're also gonna have our Ninja God Invitational Winter Flurry Showdown, and then if you guys don't know, we are also having Who's the Most Ninja God of Them All entry showcase, as well as room battles afterwards.
Yes, I always love these showdown days because I feel like everyone gets super hyped from seeing the Ninja Gods just duke it out. And then we can all play and live our little Delulu Ninja God dreams in some casual room battles afterwards. So, as for the Ninja God Winter Flurry Showdown that most of you are here for today, we invited the top 4 finalists from Ninja God Invitational 3 and 4 back today, and along with them, our lovely commentators whom this event would not be possible without.
Absolutely, it's always a joy to have them on board. Please give them a warm welcome to Ochi and J-Man. Ooh, what's up, guys?
Who is this Ochi person we speak
Yeah,
of?
Oh shit! Oh, sorry. No, I mean Ken.
Alright.
Stop.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna leave. I'm just
Sorry.
gonna.
We forgot to change the script. It's snug. I'm so sorry.
Where I live, people mispronounce my name. Trust me, I'm used to it.
Sorry, but you've been kicked out of the
Sorry.
Started, man. I'm so sorry.
I just heard Ochi and my brain froze.
I didn't see Snug just sitting there in the chair. Wait, what?
Huh?
Oh yeah. Anyway, that didn't happen. Yeah. J-Man and Snug, welcome to Ninja God Showdown. Let's go. How are you guys doing?
It is
I am feeling great. I'm a PNG today, which is fun to match, Snug's lovely PNG there. Keep everything nice and even.
Credits ending is done.
Yes, dude, there's so many good artists in this community, like genuinely.
Indeed.
I
I will never not heart that. Like we are, this community is blessed with talented artists.
Yeah,
it truly is.
Truly.
How are you guys doing though? I know it's been a crazy setup for getting everything ready. I know we had our tech issues the other day, so that's always You never have a stream without something going wrong. It's just the way it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Just the way it is. It is.
Yeah, Ninja stream is always scuff, It's not a Ninja stream without scuff, so I think y'all understand.
Hey, you get the stuff done before you do the actual stream, and then everything runs smooth. That's what we like. We like to hear, but you never know.
That's true.
So true, besties.
But well, as always, thank you both for joining us today and helping us close out this epic saga. Speaking of, let's take a gander at our participant roster for the showdown, shall we?
Yeah. Let's go. Here is the final 8 participants for today. Are we placing any guesses on who is going to take the grand prize?
Oh, I really can't. Jim, we really can't. Especially
It's very difficult to figure out which of these 8 can really, make a show out of what's going to happen today. There's a couple people I have my eye out on. Obviously, we had Octostar from way back in, I believe that was the 3rd Invitational. Switched off that trick ball the one game, or actually it wasn't even trick ball, it was switched off Mellow the one game, and then they kind of struggled in the points department. So hopefully from that, even though they got here, they learned from that mistake, and they should be playing their strongest weapon all the way through against these other 7.
Heck yeah.
Honestly, from my point of view, I really can't say. Like, there's your people who are well versed with the weapons they're currently using. Others who are wild cards with weapons that are quote unquote off meta. But we have had players in the past prove that weapons does not matter; it's the skill of the user. People have proven that throughout this game's history. Like, I don't even need to give examples. We've seen what some people have been able to do back at the start of Ninjala, when very few weapons were on the same power level, where people were bringing weapons from like hammers. When yo-yos were very dominant, people were using hammers and just tanking attacks and just blowing through people's defenses. Even now today, we've got plenty of weapons that can play off meta. And
yeah, let's talk about like for a minute there before we get into game one, because there's one particular player here, Snug, that you and I both see on this roster that does often play off meta, and that is Emo, who really likes to really focus on that drill beast weapon. And they don't really change too much off to anything else. It's kind of their bread and butter pick.
Well, you know me as well. Like, I'm well versed in spinner. If I'm taking something, I would do what I'm comfortable with. Like, definitely playing like yo-yo or something like that. You like comfort zone never goes wrong. Like, what you're comfortable with, never. Like,
yeah, I agree with that, especially in playing past competitive games in my distant long history of competitive game past, and as well as Ninjala, even picking that weapon I'm more comfortable with. When claws came out, I stuck with claws for the longest time. Then when the slash kicks came out, I stuck with that. But even now, still to this day, I feel more comfortable with claws than I do with slash kicks in my hands in Ninjala. So that's a great example.
Indeed. Also, if we can point to the medals, look at all these BR medals we've seen. Every single one of these players here has a lot of let's just say prestige under their belt in terms of what they've accomplished in the BR tournaments.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
None of these players are to be underestimated, that's for sure.
Except Nair, who I see in the lobby right now is rocking the 10 I caught 10 Royal Fish badge.
That's McQuick rocking that one.
That is don't get me wrong, it's a great accomplishment, but is it a battle accomplishment? No.
It's over at Deadly's 50.
Rocking it.
Yeah, me looking at Deadly's 50 unique Royal Fish caught, I'm like, wow.
Wow, I'm impressed. They threw a fishing game in Ninjala and we all went ballistic for it. So you had a fishing game.
We all got chronically addicted to that for like a month.
I still am. I log on when I do log on, and I straight up just go fishing instead of playing matches sometimes.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
It's honest work.
It is. It's honest work.
Fishing do be fun.
Well, I don't know about you all, but I'm ready to kick off this tournament, and we have 3 rounds of Battle Royales coming up in Shinobi City, WNA Academy, and Croissant Arena. We can't wait to see how this all unfolds. Snug and J-Man, take it away.
Yes, my boy. I think that this is the first time I think you and I have commentated officially on a tournament together, isn't it? Because usually it was Ochiryu, right? If I wasn't available.
Yeah, it is a monumentous occasion, because this is the first time we commentated together. And I think it's going to be a good fun one for the first match, because Shinobi City, the smallest map in the game, you get into a fight, there's not much room for you to get away from people. So you need to take your fights carefully and move, deliberately. Otherwise, you're going to end up running into someone.
Yeah, not only is there not really a lot of space to move and get away from people, you can spot a lot of people in the tight corridors, making ninjutsus all the more devastating, especially for the people who are going to be running that slash kicks. Blast barrier can still be just as devastating as it once was in close quarters like that as well. But you do have to bear in mind, Shinobi City, while it is small, more toward that center snug, does open up a little bit more on the corners, giving you a little bit more space to work with, but you're still going to be spotted out more times than you can count.
Yeah. Luckily, it doesn't look like we have, as far as, weapon choices at least, so far what we're seeing, don't think we're going to be having that many, big AoE ninjutsus like Rocket or Poison on the field for the moment. Because those have a reputation of just shutting down areas for good amounts of time. And it's, their power is nothing to be denied.
No, I agree. And if you're on Shinobi City, I do think having a little bit of area control is going to be a big thing here, especially trying to contest for those very early drones. And bear in mind, the weapons we see these players holding right now might not actually be the weapon they go to in the game with, in regards to that, as the lobby is set up and they're in. So I'm going to be interested. It'll be really interesting to see if Swaggy and I believe that's McQuick there we'll stick on that UFO styled trick ball. It's got a very nice and honestly pretty dangerous kit with that new giant ninjutsu punch.
Yeah, like this kit. Honestly, this kit is probably one of the best kits the weapon could have received, in my opinion. It's very hit and run. It works well with the base moveset, and well, it just packs the punch. It gives the weapon the punch. In my opinion, it needed for an offensive style kit. Of course, with the sorry.
No, you're good. I was gonna say Gun Boomerang is like it's a great like addition to the kit. Obviously, Octostar with Gun Searcher, you know that you get the damage and they keep the energy being decreased if you get hit with that now, which is absolutely fantastic. But the Gun Boomerang offers a lot of pressure from a lot of different ranges. You can play with it by shooting it out maybe to the side and trying to catch multiple people on its return, or you can set it at the perfect distance so you get that double hit right away, and there's not really a lot your opponents can do about that if you set that distance properly. As we get set into the lobby here, Snug, what do you think here? I mean, we see possibly a couple slash kicks. I know we were talking about the drum beat that we saw. Interestingly enough, we didn't know if that was gonna stay. So
honestly, drum beat, I wouldn't be surprised if it did stay. The weapon is very strong, like in the right hand. We've seen that proven time and time again, as will with Dynamo, of course. It's slow. That's the only like downside to the weapon. It's just its slowness, because like Gun Launcher and Dragon just make it such a threat at range, and even close range. You get too close, you're gonna get stunned.
Yeah, and it's not just with the range on the hammers. Obviously, its speed does play into a factor, but Ninjala has shifted from what we knew to be more of a close quarters fighter to kind of finding an opening with your special and ninjutsu, more so, less working back and forth to try and work out, you know, that parry system now, and more so using your specials to create those openings. And with that has led to a lot of fights in Ninjala feeling a bit more long range than they normally would over the years.
Indeed, that is true. It's I don't know, like you and me being day one players, it just feels like the game is a far cry from what it used to be, but not in a bad way. Like it's just an interesting different perspective.
No, it's definitely it's a different shift from what we had back way in the betas, which was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, indeed.
Alrighty, as we get right into it here. Obviously, it's going to be interesting to see if anybody changed their weapons here, but I don't think Emo changed off, as we do see that Drill Beast coming out right away, and that is going to be our starting weapon to look at there right away.
I think I'm going to cancel the game and turn on the UI, since I forgot.
UI shouldn't be that bad, but I mean, if you want to do it next one.
So, what's going to happen here, very quickly?
We did a there's been a Noopsie Daisy.
See, this is the technical difficulties we talked about, right? This is what we talk about. It wouldn't be a Ninjala stream without it. There's always one. And I see a lot of people. I see a lot of people in the chat, Snug, mentioning it as well. The UI. So we're gonna take a moment. We're gonna turn the UI on.
And I'm gonna stop right there.
Yeah, we don't want to get copyrighted here on an official Play Ninjala stream. I don't think that'd be a very good idea, sir.
The DMC, I guess, living on people's shoulders.
It's a minor hiccup, just forgetting to have the UI on or off. Sometimes it happens. It's not a bad thing. People are gonna go in with the same weapons. It's not gonna change too much.
Yeah, weapon changes. I think we can actually enforce a rule there. You're not allowed to change weapons for the first game after that.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody kind of saw their weapons, and if we play by like other, if I go by like other competitive games that I played in the past, usually you're not allowed to change after everybody like starts a game and you see what everybody has.
You lock in. It's not. Yeah.
First thing usually people do when they open up the game, or depending on the UI of what game they're playing competitively, they open it up and for example, like in hero shooters, you look at what agents are they playing, or you look in another shooter and they're like, okay, they have weapons displayed on the top of the screen. What are they playing? How can I work around that? Usually you're not able to change that as we go. And the first thing that I always do when I start in a Ninjala match, and I'm sure you do it too, is I open up that scoreboard and I see who's playing what.
Yeah, honestly, like the scoreboard is honestly like it's always helpful to look at the scoreboard, because you can immediately check. You see an opponent, you check, you look down the list, check your opponent, check the person in front of you's name. you immediately see their cards, what Ultra Special they're running, and what card and the weapon, of course, itself. So
Indeed.
the only thing, the only information that isn't on there is the charge level of someone's ninjutsu. That's the only thing. So, well,
And
honestly, whenever you see someone, you should honestly I approach someone as if they have their ninjutsu because
after about 60 seconds in the game, even less, even at about 200 seconds when I'm playing a match of Ninjala, I am on edge because any second now there's going to be a dragon thrown because the dragon's still the fastest charging ninjutsu in the game as far as I'm aware and concerned. And yeah, that dragon can come out pretty early within 40 seconds. So by 200 seconds on the clock, a lot of players will have a decent gauge on their ninjutsu, so you definitely want to be a bit more defensive at that point, but you still want to play how you can. And while you can't see other people's ninjutsus, obviously that's kind of part of Ninjala, where it's like, okay, they are ninjas, so you don't know if their special is ready. You don't know if their ninjutsu is ready. It's all seeing how they move around the battlefield.
Unless they're using the infamous, energy hoarder ninjutsu stock combo, in which case they are speedrunning two ninjutsu charges and then just throwing them at you, then doing it again.
I'm doing that specifically if I'm playing a dragon weapon because it's hilariously funny.
Indeed,
just
it is
throw
funny.
two dragons out and watch them chase people down everywhere. Obviously, the one huge weakness that the dragon has, obviously, with the introduction of variable stance, you can just ignore it. Like entirely.
I mean, just about every weapon is able to, like, with the proper movement. That's fine. Like
but like variable stance, you could like go toward the dragon and go through it, and it's not going to explode, and it's going to take too long to like turn around and get you again, and then you could just jump back into it. It's usually why you have to combo into dragon because you can't just throw dragons out willy nilly now. Although if you are running that ninjutsu charge combo, as you mentioned, Snug, honestly, I'm throwing as many dragons as I can because when they explode, someone can still get hit by that splash damage, which still does 200.
Indeed. Like, the thing is, like, just about everybody runs that, though. Like, it's not even in a bad way, because it just makes sense. Like, it saves time. Like, you don't get an ninjutsu and immediately activate it, because, like, I think the combo just helps you, like, keep up with yourself in terms of charge. You don't waste any charge level if you're carrying it, especially if you're, like, a long charging ninjutsu.
Like, well, yeah, especially
like,
if you're running ninjutsu stock, because you do get those extra benefits, those extra bonuses from having that red meter, that second ninjutsu start to build up over top of your first one. So usually unleashing a lot of those late game is a lot easier. Someone chasing you, possibly you could throw that dragon, but honestly, I'm saving that dragon for like a moment where there is a group of people that the dragon might be able to catch get multiple e-puns with that from there.
Yeah, I'd say that, but honestly, I think it depends on which weapon is being used. For instance, a beast weapon having that just on activation. Remember the gun resistance you get on activation for ninjutsus. That's it's especially helpful for transformation ninjutsus, because you use that, you can know, like, your kit and defense have changed immediately, so you need to be very careful.
Yeah, that is true, and the same could also be said for Punishing Blade as well, with a transformation style ninjutsu. Punishing Blade does have its benefits, of course. It's got wide-ranging projectiles that do a lot of gum damage. Those projectile waves also do damage. So those can end up killing you as well with that. But something that's really unique about these more transformation-based ninjutsus, as you mentioned, it does entirely change the way you have to approach the weapon. Punishing Blade, more so, less so, considering the addition of S Blast to it, not S Burst. I almost said S Burst for a minute there, but the addition of S Blast to the Punishing Blade and Shinobi Beast were kind of a big deal that gives them one free get off me button, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, I think it was one of the better changes they received, though, because like there were times where literally did she pop Punishing Blade? And no, somebody, and yo-yo throw Lamau.
Yep, and instantaneously got bound and like targeted by the entire lobby if the Punishing Blade wasn't already going in the general direction of the person that was trying to bind you. So yeah, no, I feel that. I feel like, though, with Punishing Blade, maybe it could use one less burst. I don't know how. I think they changed it to only have one burst now, but
I think it costs 6 instead of
5. It might. I think that's what it was. It like cost a certain. I forget how much energy it costs. I'd have to look back and actually run it again. But you might be right. I think it might cost 6, allowing you to basically only get 2 off kind of in a combo. But if you do get bound from the Punishing Blade, I mean, if you get bound and you fail that S Blast and then you end up still getting hit back, I mean, you're in trouble anyway.
Yep.
The same
Yeah,
could
it's a
be said
problem.
for Shinobi Beast, although I feel like Shinobi Beast is something we're probably not going to see like at all this tournament, because Shinobi Beast it's really good at keeping drone pressure, but it's not really good at keeping player pressure. As much
I
as
mean,
I feel like it should. It is one of those things that can do a lot of damage, but the fact that it knocks you away and then you have to follow again, where the Punishing Blade, for example, 2 hits and you're dead instantly at point blank. It's not the
yeah.
same for Beast.
Like Punishing Blades is great chasing. Beast is best when somebody's stuck in a cramped space with you.
Or you get that wall splat.
Yeah, you get the wall splat, and then it's over. Like the delayed hitbox is just going to catch you, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think people realize how powerful wall splats actually are in this game. But if you can set up your opponent to hit the wall, that's a free hit. That's a possible free bind. That's a possible free, like, absolutely devastating move, like a yo-yo throw to set up for a combo. Wall splats are big, especially if you can combo off it with a bind. It's basically it's guaranteed death at that point.
Yeah, it also just carries well into instant hitbox ninjutsus like a horse and tornado. Like those, like I've done it before, and it just feels very cool to do, because like the dude's just like, it's like in a fighting game. You juggle somebody against the wall, and then you hit him with a heavy stun, and then you go into a finishing move. That's just awesome.
Yeah, it's one of those satisfying things, and I've fallen victim to it. You've fallen victim of it. Get smacked on a wall, and you're like, "Well, guess I'll die." As you watch the tornado come out, or you watch yourself get bound on the wall, like immediately.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a very
you just accept your
powerful
fate.
mechanic.
You're just like, well, this is my life now.
You kind of have to accept fate there, unless your opponent kind of makes a mistake off of that. So
yeah, you can't even get mad though at that. Like you're just
no,
like,
you
damn.
can't. Well, it's just a mechanic of the game. You got to be ready for the wall splat. That's why positioning, especially in Shinobi City, like Shinobi City is one of those maps where you can be wall splatted like crazy. Whether that's to a burst field knocking you into the wall, that still counts as a wall splat if you hit it off of that. So.
Yeah, okay.
It looks like we are ready to go again with the lobby. Not looking like there's going to be too much of a weapon change here as we see, so it looks like we're going to be ready to go.
Yeah. One of the prerequisites for a BR kit, like, is well, if we're going to start, I do believe. I'm not sure if everybody's ready. Not sure if the players are ready. Okay.
I think we're good to go. I think we're going to be starting momentarily.
Yeah,
Second attempt, this time with the UI on, everything is fixed. Turning UI on, easy fix. Don't take long.
Yeah, I'm getting green light. I'm getting thumbs up for the button in the back there. Yep, we good. Yep.
We have from on high. We have been informed that the match is underway, and here we go with UI now added officially to Ninjala in what are we in season 15? Yep, UI's been added in season 15, guys.
This just in, new edition. Wait, no, it's season. Yep, season 15. Yep,
we're 15.
I'm just gonna catch
we're still in 15. Yep.
No, wrong. Yeah, no, I'm thinking of the wrong game. My bad.
Just too many games. Too many games we play.
Too many games. I spent too much time here.
Too many games is a name of a convention that I will be going to.
Let's go. All right.
I see some people in the chat, Snug. I see a sweep incoming. I see some people cheering on Swaggy. I see somebody cheering on Kamari there as well. See some Nair predictions. All right, it's a pretty good example here.
Everybody's got their fans. Everybody's got their fans. When you get good enough to get up to this point, you start to attract a crowd, and it's always interesting to see who will come out on top. But again, right now for me, it's an 8-way tie. So we're gonna have to see who comes out on top. This is an even playing field here.
It is indeed, and now that we get it underway here, we're going to be starting on Hoverboy here, who's going to be rocking that drum beat with the high tempo
I see what he's going with.
So going for that little bit of additional damage as well as some positioning here as they start an early engagement here, but for now, we're going to jump away from that.
Oh, no bind, because I do believe starting dash. That's my
starting-
best guess. Stunning Ash, yeah. Oh, no,
Yes,
is
as
able to chase you.
Akastar might be able to capitalize off of this
Yep.
if they don't get interrupted, and that will be Nair falling to a KO. A very good start from there as the Golden March, a very, very powerful alter special that we have seen.
Got
As the two
caught.
Golden Marches
No
are
good
going at
read, but
each
it's
other.
over because somebody comes in. Oh, Neutral Air is going to respawn again, unfortunately. Wait. He gets the read!
Good win. Good win
Oh
from
my
there.
goodness.
They're able to pick up only one there as the Epon to Octostar, the KO there was stolen there as we get a quick look at who I believe that is Leon there, just doing some droning at the moment. But now Leon being challenged here by Swaggy in the corner at the moment.
Oh my goodness, yep, that's it.
Swaggy's going to fall down, and Leon will also secure that drone there as Emo now just looking to build up that punishing blade right now is going to be getting interrupted by that high tempo
Oh my
beat.
goodness, this is going quickly. Remember, high tempo beat only affects the user. Well, the user and their allies, but this is BR, so unfortunately the only person who will be profiting from it is Hoverboy. But also, people were probably barking at, I do believe it was Neutral Air, to not take the parry and dash out. Remember, people, that was early game. You can't always have as much SNG as you'd like early game.
Yeah,
Looking at that, Altastar actually got interrupted, but did get the KO. Kamari's in a tight spot here, but
Yeah,
he's
very
not far behind the rest. He's getting pressured.
Yeah, doing some pressure and actually playing some really good
Oh,
defense.
Altastar comes
Oh,
in.
Mark-
Oh!
that was
nasty!
Altastar.
Well timed, actually. Well timed. Remember, you
Very.
can't cancel Golden March. So going into that was impressive. Oh! Altastar's not
but lives,
down.
though.
Remember, 275 health. She only had
That's
250 down.
And the Golden March comes out yet again. The dunk. Oh, the bind though from the
Quick with an iron
behind.
bind. But quick with an iron bind. A good choice.
Yeah, very nice iron bind there, and that will pick up another Epon there as we look to Swaggy here, who's now just looking for some
Swaggy's
damage. It looks
getting... Yeah, Swaggy's
Akastar
on the
versus
defense.
Swaggy, a good block there from Swaggy there as they're still
hear somebody
going
coming in,
at it
though.
here in the corner.
Yeah, somebody's coming in, though. Oh! KO. I do believe that's Kamari. Not sure, though.
And no, there's actually multiple people
No,
in this
Kamari
corner
got
here.
KO'd in the back.
McQuick, Kamari, Octostar, and Swaggy were actually all in that corner, and Octostar gets away
Bunching
pretty
up happens a lot.
unscathed
Emo gets
there.
caught.
Ooh, that's really unfortunate there, because that is going to be an Epon right there again for Octostar. Already with 6,000 points, still 70 seconds, over a minute left in this game.
Oh my goodness, no,
And
Octostar is looking to close the
March!
match. Oh no, gets caught, but it wasn't the intended target, I think.
Yeah, that Golden March is absolutely just devastating this entire
Look at the points,
lobby
it's
right
55
now.
seconds. Like,
Yeah.
if we just saw, like, the point comparison between Kamari and Emo is actually very close. Things can change quickly.
Yes, but
Oh,
we
Punishing
also...
Blade is online. There's an Epon. Kamari's in the field, but Kamari... Oh, no! Needs to get out! Oh, but he falls the burst.
He did get out, I think, actually. I don't think
Yeah, he
Kamari
did
actually
get
ended
out,
up going
yeah.
there.
No,
you actually
nobody's
look-
chasing.
I do want to point out, if you actually looked at Octostar in first place compared to what we just saw with Emo there in fourth place, Emo only had about 4,000 points sitting in fourth. Octostar
Oh
had-
my god! What? He got morphed! No! He got morphed right as he popped it! He got morphed right as he popped it, breaking his hyper armor. Okay, so that's gonna need some context. Okay, so Super Armor recently had a change a couple seasons ago where you cannot. Oh, he gets caught. He gets, unfortunately, insta comboed. So I'll explain it after the match.
I think you might have to there as we're
Yes.
walking down to the last.
Oh my goodness! Oh, this is
Wow.
close. I think first place comes down to Epon Master. Because
I don't
look how
think it
close
does.
the scores are.
I don't think it does.
Oh my goodness! I just realized. Yeah, no. Okay, that's a massive jumping point.
I was going to say before we saw that.
Oh my goodness! That's where all the
little
Epons were going.
outplay there. I just want to say we looked at Emo, who was in fourth place with 4,000 points. Before that, we looked at Octostar, who was in first, had over 6,000 points. There was already a 2,000 point difference with still 70 seconds left in the game. I did not think that game was going to be close.
Yeah, because I saw Leon in 8th with 3,000 and Emo in 4th with 4,000. So I was thinking, oh yeah, those points are pretty close. And then Octostar comes out with that.
A Golden March, man, is extremely powerful. You have to be ready
Yes,
for
indeed.
it. You have to play defensive against Golden March. You
Yeah, 'cause-
cannot take trick balls for granted anymore because Golden March will go through your ninjutsu. It will go through Blast Barrier. It will stop you from getting off the horse. It just completely shuts down Punishing Blade. Golden March is a hard counter to a lot of things. You need to bait it out and then essentially
Punish
assault
quickly.
it afterwards. Yeah, you don't have a big window after that, but if you do manage to get the block on it, you cannot be morphed from it. So the moment you can get the block, you can indeed get some damage off on it.
Mm-hmm. So if we can rewind to when Kamari popped his bubble. So the activation for Blast Barrier does render you invincible, but bursting your own barrier does not. And there is a small window where you are vulnerable. It's the second the second you begin to burst your bubble, you are no longer under the effect of your hyper armor.
Correct.
So that is literally the perfect time. Like it needed to be perfectly timed before the hitbox came out. That was when it needed. That was when the hit for Golden March came in. It was for Kamari, it was the worst possible time because he had two people within his vicinity that would have been epon by the burst.
Yeah.
Like, that's so unfortunate, but it's the way BR goes, unfortunately.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you have to worry about. With BR, it is one of those things where everything happens how it happens, and you just kind of have to play it. And again, Shinobi City is a very hectic map in general, so you did see, like, at every point there was a fight going on no matter where you looked, and no matter who we were spectating, you always saw that there was a fight there. And that is something that, unfortunately, Shinobi City is just known for in regards to that.
Yeah, especially with the weapons everybody had. Like, there was no getting away. Like, no, you would be, if you were seen on low health, there was no way you were to be left alone.
Yeah. One of those things, and it's interesting here because we see that none of these players are claw players, and one of the things that I think makes this more faster-paced, longer-ranged Ninjala meta that we've been seeing so prevalent is because so many people are on low health at all times. It makes it really easy to pick those weapons that will deal more damage at longer ranges or able to combo off of longer ranges. And that's something I feel like the Poxing Gloves and the Ogre Claws can actually mitigate with that overflowing power, as well as that Sky Uppercut. That little buff you get just from pressing the button actually is massive in HP recovery, and it can lead to you going from, okay, I need to get out of this fight, to I have full health, I am going into this fight. And that's something we've seen less and less of as the seasons have gone on, because we've seen, the slash kicks come into this UFO that we've been seeing also now coming in very strong, and as well as Octostar's Mellow, which really has not dropped in quality.
Not at all, no. Especially given we saw them combo two people just impromptu, because again, you can't cancel that. You can't cancel Golden March. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the most beautiful combos I have ever seen. So that was nice.
Because you need to position yourself correctly. Like, it's because otherwise you just keep going. You can't stop it. So yeah, that was just well timed.
Yeah, it was. As we get set to go into Game 2 here, which I believe we're moving on to WNA Academy, if I recall correctly.
Yep. The old standard.
The old standard. And something that's really interesting here. Yes, this is a tournament of our top Ninja God participants from Invitationals 3 and 4, our top 4 winners from both of those going at it back-to-back against each other. But something that actually, one of the chat members actually just brought up, Lunala Master, treated as a regular BR match.
Yeah,
there is pressure to win, but if you let that pressure get to you, or you let your mistakes add up, you're not going to play as smoothly, you're not going to play as well. Treat it as a regular BR match. Go in, have a good time, and just enjoy yourself.
Considering everybody is pretty much on the same skill level, like, it is literally just a regular run-of-the-mill BR match. Just with a lot more at stake. No pressure.
Yeah, there's a little bit more at stake. I wouldn't say there's a lot more at stake, but there's definitely a bit.
Bragging rights, mainly.
Yeah, bragging rights and a little prize pool. It's usually how it is.
It's just a little bonus,
Waiting to get the feed here.
No, I think we're just loading.
Yeah, I also think we are loading, unless the Ninjala lobby decides to crash, which I hope it doesn't.
No.
But this long dark screen is never a good sign. Usually,
menacing.
It's just the menacing dark screen where there is nothing there. You do not know what is on the other side of the screen, but you also what's on the other side of the screen does not know that you are watching it either.
I stand under the void and the voice.
Yeah, let that one sink into your head for a little bit. That'll give you nightmares for a week.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, I mean, Octostar kind of just ran away with that first match. Just
It does happen.
without a doubt.
Like, right place, right time in most situations, that can happen. Like, just, like, how do I explain this? Mello is not only great at sustained combat against a singular opponent, it's just, with the addition of Golden March, it became a really good interrupter. It just became extremely good at interrupting fights. You not only do you incapacitate the person who was losing the fight, you incapacitate the person who was winning that fight. So you focus down, like, you morph both. You focus down the person who was on on lower health, and then you immediately engage the other one. And well, it's just very difficult to get away from them.
Yeah, Golden March is one of those things where it also has that super good chase down opportunity, that super good chase down pressure that we've talked about before, Snug, especially in the past, and it's always still been kind of strong. We talk about chase down with variable stance and the slashes that's able to produce, but the distance that Golden March can traverse is devastating in the right scenario.
Yeah, and true. Like, any form of heightened mobility or speed is just scary. It's like we've seen what people can do in the past with no speed cap in this game. We've both been with them. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I think we gotta.
I think we have a good old Ninjala servers moment potentially here. Nothing on the tech side, nothing on the stream side. This is the Ninjala servers moment. This is not on the stream side. This is not the Ninjala stream's fault. Do not blame Marin. Do not blame Allie. Do not blame anybody.
Do not blame the Gung Ho staff. They are not for this. Otherwise, you'll have me and Jay.
We're trying our best. Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. You guys are just running it. Sometimes these things are out of your control. It happens every day. It's just a thing you gotta deal with.
Computer problem arises. Scream at the PC until it fixes itself. Intimidate.
Yeah, see, normally my solution would be to take a hammer to it, but I don't see. I think I wouldn't do that to my PC because it's too nice and I built it.
Are you talking a magic hammer that fixes everything?
I do actually have to upgrade my graphics card in this. I want to get a. I know like the 4000 series is out now, but I want to upgrade mine to like a 3090. I think mine's like 2080 right now, but it's still super good.
Mm-hmm. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm usually one of those people where it's like, have you seen the price of some graphics cards now, though, man? Like what did Nvidia just come out with? Like it was like a 7000 or 8000 series, and it was running for like 1300 USD. I'm like, for a graphics card?
Huh? Yeah.
What? Yeah, I just like I literally wait to like until my graphics card is like completely out of date before I upgrade it. Considering I built this PC, it shouldn't take me too long to reinstall the new one when I get it. But I'm also in the process of doing a bunch of moving right now, so that's always fun. We're gonna get our lobby set back up here momentarily. Had to restart our good old Ninjala game as the Ninjala servers decided to give our match the black screen of death on stream. That's just, it's like the blue screen. Only I'm waiting. Only we're sitting there and I'm waiting until the Ninjala error code G-1-000 shows up or whatever the code is. I forget what the code is, but it's
He's seen it so much that he knows exactly what it's which error code it is.
Yeah, I know it's G-1- something. I don't exactly remember. Something along the lines of that. Anyways, what have you been up to?
Me? Yeah. The standard stuff, dealing with adult life as usual. You know, I don't even need to go into that. We all know what that's like.
Some more than others.
Yeah, responsibility. That's all I need to say. Cringe.
The worst feeling, the worst but best feeling of the year for me, right? It is like right around this time now, taxes. Because you get that, you're like, I have to file my taxes, but then you think of after you're done filing all your taxes, you're like, oh yeah, my refund. And that's when you start to get hyped, because then you know exactly how much you're going to get off the refund. And it's like, okay, do I plan a trip this year? Of course, it depends on how much you get on that refund. But I see, is that Marin nodding their head in the back? To me, there, I see that in the background.
Literally just the second, like, when you receive income as a little just whoop!
Yeah, that's exactly what that moment is, too. I'm also working on, like I said, I'm also working on moving right now. So, like, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on, but it's been, like, usually only my weekends are free, but these next couple weeks I'm doing a different position, so they've moved me to a different shift. So I'm now earlier in the day. I get out earlier in the day, so now I actually have some more time to move stuff to where I'm moving to as well these next couple weeks as well. So hopefully by the beginning of March I'm in my new place.
Yeah. For myself, I've not got much going on, to be honest, apart from, like, you know, the usual schedule, stuff like that. Like, in terms of games, I've been running around all over the place. Like, new games have been coming out that have caught my attention. I've also want to play some games that have, you know, that are a bit older. It's all over the place. I just, like, there's so many games. Like, seriously, it's one of the things I've always suffered from. It's like, I've played so many games throughout my life that I want to come back to, that you kind of get stuck. Be like, well, I've got a limited amount of time. I've got, like, hundreds of games in my library that I either want to complete, grind, or just play for my own enjoyment. Oh boy,
Yeah, I feel that. One of my favorite pastimes is going into looking at my game library and looking at, like, this nostalgic, all these nostalgic games I've played, and then going back into them and then reliving that one moment where, like, yeah, I really remember that. But, like, for me, there are only a few of those games where I can go back and remember that nostalgic moment. There are other games that I play because I don't know why my memory is as good as it is. But there are some other games I play, I load it up and I'm like, okay, I do this, and I remember the exact order I do it in. And it's when I start doing games like that nostalgia value, although it could be like a really good game, loses its, like, appeal factor to me. If I can remember like every moment.
I think it just comes down. If you've got a really, like, good memory that manages to keep things very precise, then I can understand if you lose nostalgia. But, like, dude, if I hear a specific song at any point that I haven't heard in, like, what, a month or something, that is part of my childhood, I go back to being a 5-year-old. I'm like, wow,
I gotta know that song.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a couple of those in a few games I've played recently where it's like I need to look up this song and listen to it again because I forgot how good it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's genuinely incredible. A lot of those games that have awesome soundtrack are on the Switch too, which is just
Oh.
Meanwhile, our lovely
our lovely staff and chat is supposed to listen to us splurge on games we can't even mention on stream.
Our lovely YouTube Najala chat is also going off about the Super Bowl, the American football. Snug, just making it very clear to you.
It's not football.
No, I know it's not. I know it's why I specifically said American football. And I see some people in there who are saying the Chiefs are going to win. I hate all of you. I do not like the Chiefs. They are the new Patriots, and I do not like them.
Somebody doesn't agree. Somebody I see it. A reminder, I can see you.
I'm sorry. Okay. Look, I've been through enough of a dynasty as it is, and I don't need another.
Dude, I live in France. The second Ireland or England doesn't do well, the entire town is just like, oh, that rugby game or football game last night, and I'm just like, I'm not the sports guy. Go talk to my dad. He's over there. He'll throw hands. He will discuss it in a quote unquote civilized manner.
See, that's the thing with me. You could talk about, like, so much stuff. You could talk gaming, you could talk music, you could talk sports, and I'm just in the conversation, like, entirely in the conversation, because there's so many things I have.
Hi guys.
Yeah,
we're so sorry for another technical difficulty. Unfortunately, Gunho Alley's Switch boomed, and the server just kind of died on us, so we couldn't see the second match happening, so we would have to do the second match once again. We apologize for the multiple technical difficulties.
Allie, did you forget to charge your Switch again?
Not again.
Wait, no, please tell me no. You're
There's-
doing the same thing at Stu.
Just leave it in the
It's on
dock.
the Switch dock.
Just leave it in
It's
the
on-
dock.
It's in the dock, so it can't.
Yeah.
It is charging. I think it's just Ninja the technical difficulties of the game.
We got bamboozled.
Just ninja things.
It's just Ninjala things that
Just
Ninjala.
Ninjala
I mean, that
things.
is like oh my god, not the old, not the just the little things, not the little things event that happened on Twitter like years ago. Okay, if you were there on Twitter for that, but like,
So shout out to my boy DD Deadly in the chat. Yes, also based
Chad,
Detroit. Yes, should have been there.
can
Multiverse
I
gamer
have anything in
should
Detroit?
have been there. Sorry, yeah, no, don't you? They can have things in Detroit. What do you mean? They got
I know
DD
the
Deadly.
meme.
I think.
Oh yeah, true. Wait, no, unless they stole him too. I think they have him. I'm not sure. Whether
Did
somebody
they
stole him.
steal Dudley from Detroit? You never know. You know, there could be a lot of cool things.
Literally, at this point, the Detroit meme is literally just a black void. There is not even any text. It's literally just black.
Wow,
void.
that is wow. You hear the shade, Dudley, that Snug is throwing, just calling Detroit a white void. Wow.
No,
Wow.
just a void. There is no meme. There is no meme. There was just an empty image. Nothing.
No,
That's literally the meme.
No, you've lost brownie. You've lost brownie points with Dudley. It's over. It's too late.
The players are loading in soon, so hopefully
Alright.
we can start soon.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
keyword hopefully. I'm in no rush. My entire evening is free, but like,
Yeah, I don't work weekends. I have off on weekends, so I'm chill. I enjoy it. It's nice to have off weekends, man. I hadn't had a job in so long that gave me a weekend off in like, well, not counting the pandemic, because that was a whole
that was
Different.
that was
that was a whole
time.
that was a whole different scenario. But I hadn't had a job that had put me off weekends in like, oh god, I want to say 5 to 7 years. I had maybe like one day off, right? I had maybe one day off, but that was because it's like I'm not scheduled to work that day, and we have like our other supervisor. So when I worked with a supervisor as a supervisor, I don't work as a supervisor now where I am. I do a lot of assembly work now where I am, but it's still fun.
Yeah. I wouldn't like if I wasn't commentating here. I'd be helping my I'd be
You and I
substituting
would
for
probably
a
be
team
playing
in
a
another game. Yeah,
You would be doing that, or we'd probably be playing a roguelike, multiplayer roguelike right now
yeah,
together.
indeed, yeah,
Like, genuinely.
yeah. But yeah, recent. I'm not sure if I told you this, but I have joined as a substitute for a team on a certain fluid game. You know, cephalopod game. That's the best way I could say it.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You mentioned it before. I'm glad to see you're making progress though, because that's always
I'm trying.
taking a step into the competitive field is always a big jump. Like just in any game in general. Like I tried to do it. For example, I could never get into it. I could never get into it like fully competitively, and I tried, and it was Valorant. I tried a little bit with Valorant. I was like, I could rather play it with I'd rather play it with my friends, but it's like
Yeah.
I could never step into the competitive field of it.
Yeah. If I could actually say this to like everybody in the audience, like I'm not going to name names, but something I've learned recently is that like when you're playing a game, get into it, just don't take the end result seriously.
Right.
Like it's even in ranked, because like you're not playing for money. Sure, you're playing on a leaderboard or something like that, but in the end of the day, it is still a game. There's just a made-up score on at stake. Get into it, get immersed, but at the end of the day, if you lose closely or something like that, sure, have a bit of an kind of moment, but leave it. Just tell yourself to leave it. Don't go after the other player for their playstyle or anything. Like, sure, like they may be playing a bit like safe because ranked or something like that, but like don't go at each other. Don't go at each other's help for it. Okay. Yeah.
It looks like we are set up now as well on Marin's Switch. Ali.
Yeah, let's go.
Condolences. Ask in the chat for Ali's Switch, please.
Hopefully mine is okay.
Should be all right.
And weapon changes. Some of them are not unsurprising. Some of them actually surprising. And somebody just gets a respect point from me. One respect point.
Yes, I know exactly who you're talking about because of the weapon they're holding, Snug. I get it. It's fine.
I'm
Right.
biased, but biased because
We're
of the
gonna
weapon.
start
Weapon
soon.
only. And I wish them best of luck.
He gained a swaggy earned respect point.
One plus one respect point.
Plus one respect point.
But I'm not surprised Kamari switched over to
Crush Pop.
Crush Pop. It's
Yeah.
better for WNA as you have more range. And you can also just super fling Lamau just cease to be. You get the point.
Mm-hmm.
But most of these weapon changes make sense. I'm willing to bet that the two boards have switched to Sonic Trick. Favorite of yours, I do believe.
Yeah, Sonic Trick. It's just super good. It's genuinely.
One thing I'm surprised is that it's a festival board, which is honestly surprising.
Festival board is a shocker. Probably, maybe if Hoverboy is sticking with that, which we do see them rocking that at least here. Rocking that beast, so probably trying to look for that Shinobi Beast drone rotation, which is going to be kind of a big thing here on WNA Academy. But Sonic Trick, projectiles on a board, and there is this unblockable instant guard break counter that, by the way, has not been patched. You can still do it. Although it is a combo. It is a true combo. It's a little bit harder to pull off now because the two Sonic Trick waves that you can initially do it don't smoothly combo into each other now. So now you have to do I believe it's normal back. You cannot do wide back. I think that was the one that was removed.
Yeah, because wide is
you
normal.
can still do wide normal, and that still works. So there are a couple ways to do it, but it's
I love the
super
weapon
good.
text. Weapon text is always fun because you can clearly see who spends time on a weapon just because of how well they know it and understand the interactions.
Oh yeah, as we get into.
But we're getting into it.
Yeah.
This is where everybody starts. This is where everybody meets. You got to play the stage.
Yes, indeed.
This is as even as a battleground as it gets.
Yes, it is. As we start immediately with Hoverboy, and we are getting a little bit of the spectator.
We good?
This is spectator cam acting up. This is not like anything.
Yeah, I do believe
Yeah,
Hoverboy has unlocked the new ninjutsu power of frictionless.
Sometimes spectator cam takes a minute to catch up here as we are seeing Hoverboy kind of slide around. This is very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this from the spectator
I think
cam.
it's bugging. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not moving.
It happens. Oh my goodness! Wait! Oh, incredible! Good stuff and patience.
Yeah, spectator cam looks like it smoothed itself out a little bit, which was to be expected. Spectator cams in games.
Swaggy's got two. He gets the hit. Burst. Yep, that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
You're supposed to burst there, and Swaggy does need to know that you need to go for the break after the net because most people will try and burst it there as the Sonic Trick comes in.
Good catch.
That's
a burst read.
That's a huge
good
burst
start.
Right there. Very big pickup for Hoverboy here as the Sonic Trick coming in catches Kamari, gonna be able to combo into the net.
Oh my goodness, he's on point.
Well, on fire with this board right now.
He has 2,000 points, and it's not even been 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's
actually no, it has. My bad. But
Kamari
comes in looking for revenge, but here comes Beast, but punishing blade here. Wait, two transformation ninjutsus in one place. Kamari does not have a way in, honestly.
No, so Kamari's actually going to opt to back out there as we see Hoverboy just trying to get on that drone rotation there. Going to be able to at least get one with the Shinobi Beast. Not sure if they were able to get that other one in the corner.
No
way!
Okay.
No! Pain!
I am so sorry. I don't know why it's happening on both servers.
It was so good!
It was a really good match.
Well. It was going so well.
Maybe the game is having issues. Hold on.
We were right there, man. We were like halfway through. We were right there.
We were this close to greatness.
To be fair, they did get sent to server 3.
Yeah. That's true. Server 3.
Server 3 is a nightmare.
We don't talk about server 3.
No.
We don't talk about what happened there.
always for whatever reason it's always server 3.
Yeah, for those with the puzzle looks right now, Server 3 is known in the community as just the one with the least, let's just say, stable connection.
Yeah,
It
I don't
is
know if that's something in the game's code that makes that server super unstable or exactly what it is, but it always
it's
seems
probably
to
just
be
where the server's located, to
that
be fair.
server. Yeah. It could be the server location. Yeah, that could play a factor into it. But while we
Yep.
get the room set up again, I liked what we saw early in that match for what we did get to see out of that. Like
Yeah,
genuinely,
like no, it's so unfortunate though I'm not sure whether it's going to be cancelled or not because like that was such a good game for that was
oh
such
no,
a good start
that
from
error
Son
code
Yoko.
ended the whole match. I think
Well, wait, actually, please
it
confirm.
might have ended the
confirm
whole
from the
match. I'm
players.
not sure, but
If it ended the whole match, that's so unfortunate because Son Yoko has such a good start. Like
We did
seriously, he was
ask
playing
the
well.
players to take a screenshot in case they're still in the game, so we can at
Yeah.
least record
Yeah,
the scores this time.
yeah, we're verifying whether or not they're still in the game. They might be.
If the match
so
continues, then we may
if
let that
the match
happen.
continues,
Yeah.
they're keeping the results as the
Yeah, let's
as the-
keep the results for them this time.
Yeah, because otherwise, it's just unfortunate. Again, it's nobody's fault here. That's literally just on the server side. So
yeah, server side issues is something unfortunately you can't control. All Miomis hate server 3. We all hate server 3. It's not just you. Everybody hates server 3.
I don't know. Even if this has been happening, I'm having the time of my life here.
I'm enjoying it, man. It's a weekend. It's Saturday. I'm enjoying myself. That's all you can.
I'm surrounded by people.
you can do.
I'm surrounded by friends. So it's cool.
We're in the middle of winter, okay? Where I am at right now. Yesterday it was 60 degrees. This is not normal. This is not normal for February. Where I live. It's not normal.
Oh wait, 60 degrees for you is cold.
Fahrenheit. No, Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's right. Celsius. No, it's not actually cold. 60 is very comfortable. It's actually good. Actually, like more on the. Yeah, I was in spring, and it felt like yesterday, and even today. I look right now, and it's 50 Fahrenheit out. Yeah, spring coming early this year. I don't know why, but I'm for it. I'm not a big snow person. That's just me. Mainly, okay. Let me be clear. I like the snow when it's on the ground. I don't like it when it's on my car and in the road. And in my driveway.
I like it when it's going towards somebody else.
Okay. When the snow is on top of my car and in my driveway and in the road and the road conditions are bad and you have to drive in it, no. Just no.
I mean, at least it wasn't the rain today because like every time I step out, get ready to go on a bike ride down to the store for some groceries, the second I step outside, it starts pouring it. I'm like, fine, I'll go.
You guys get a lot of rain over there.
Yeah, don't remind me.
We had like last I don't remember if it was August, end of August, more toward the end of August, but there was a point last year and is that the amount of rain we got. I think it was like 3 weeks of just straight rain. It was comparatively though, we had a very dry like other half of the summer as well. I see Tommy in the chat asking me, so what? I hate snow. Yeah, I don't mind it when it's on the ground, especially because I kind of like snowboarding. Like I don't mind that. I actually enjoy snowboarding quite a bit. But when the road conditions are bad and then you have to shovel it, and you don't have a snowblower and you have to shovel out your driveway, it's not fun. It's something we just have to deal with. Kind of jealous of all the people in Southern California and Florida who just have it for like at this point of the year. It's probably just a nice, comfortable like 60, 70 degrees. But then I don't entirely envy your summers because you get days that are like 113, over 100 degrees, and that's even like possibly even without the heat index. So it's like, nah, I think I'll pass on that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the hotter regions in America, I'm like, how do people survive in summer? Like, seriously, even with air conditioning, some of you are cooking alive in your houses.
I genuinely don't know how a lot of people survive without air conditioning now, especially with the weather.
Like, just Californians or just people who live in Texas, literally just having that stuff. Be like,
I'll take
yep.
this weather. Take this weather all year and skip summer forever. Look, this is for me right now. It's super comfortable. 60, anywhere between 50 and like 70 degrees. Super nice. I enjoy it. It's a good weekend. I can go out and grab my golf clubs. I'm on the course. You know, crazy. It's actually crazy that's mentioned because I actually one of the courses I play at often because I signed up for like their emails and stuff for like all their promotions and events that I usually go to. They opened this weekend. It is the beginning of February. Usually where I live, golf courses do not open until like the beginning of March.
Alright guys, it seems like they did finish their match on the server, so we're going to show their scores. This will be the official scores for round 2 since it is their second time. We feel really bad if it doesn't count.
I think that's fair. One replay and then go for it and have the scores official. I think that's the right call. As their match did finish, so it's just the spectator cam on our side that just poofed out of existence.
Yeah.
I am excited to see the results of that match, though.
Yeah, because Sonya had such a really good start for the weapon.
Such a good start on that board. As we get Allie's cam back in. Hi, Allie. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, the unfortunate, like, he did such a good job of defending himself too, because a majority of the time on board, you get caught by a yo-yo or a spinner, it's pretty much lights out.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big game from Hoverboy, but look who's on top yet again. Must have had a huge pickup there at the end.
Yeah, but those points are actually really good for McQuick and Hoverboy though, because
super good.
Actually, look at the points from McQuick and Hoverboy. That is actually a really big score comparison to the last game because
it is.
I do believe that
massive, and yet again bringing up the bottom of the pack, we actually see Leon again, which something I didn't expect to see. But Octostar, at least at the moment, kind of on a sweep. That's 2 first places in a row. So unless they heavily drop here in this third game. Octostar is probably gonna end up taking this one. Genuinely though, if someone else really wants that first place position, take it from Octostar, who I believe has like 17,000 points now off those first 2 games.
16. I think it's 16.
No, first game they had Epon Master, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
They had almost 9,000, so they're almost at like 17,000, 18,000, I would think. So, yeah, if I am the rest of the lobby and I want to dethrone Octostar this next game, Octostar's gotta go. Like, Octostar has to be the primary target.
But we do not advocate for targeting it as it ruins everybody's experience for the match.
No, you're correct. I mean, from a competitive standpoint, from a competitive mindset, okay.
Yeah.
Octostar's the person in first place. How do we knock him down a peg? Gotta go for him, especially in a game like Ninjala. If you can interrupt their momentum, stop them from getting their big weapon early, that's a big boon for the players who can do that, because that will slow down Octostar's play.
I do agree, but like you have to understand that also, like, Octostar is up there for a reason. It must be either how they're positioning themselves or how they're approaching their fights. Like, if you're leaving opportunities for Octostar to get such high scores, it's best to take a second to think, okay, where have I seen them, where have I not seen them, and understand where they may be in relation to you when you haven't seen them, when you don't see them.
Right, and this is going to be very interesting here, because I believe our last game is on Croissant Arena. If I'm not mistaken, which means this is going to change the entire mindset essentially from these first 2 games, where these maps are going from we're playing we started with a very small map in Shinobi City, but now we're going to a very open map in Croissant Arena, where there isn't, now granted, there's not a lot of places to hide here on Croissant Arena because the spaces are so open. However, that having those multiple levels can offer a little bit of cover and can lead to maybe someone running away with a pretty solid drone master here as well.
Yeah, there's no like enclosed. I don't know. There's plenty of ways in and out of just about every single area. So like, it just depends on how you approach things. Like a fluid movement or a set or a route can easily just allow you to just score a boatload of points. Like, yeah, you just need to avoid getting interrupted and like. honestly, avoid dying. It's easier said than done, especially in this environment. But like, it's like not dying is one of the key factors because you are accumulating. You have so much more time to accumulate points compared to somebody who's been KO'd several times.
Yeah, and that's why if you do want to go for those points and you do want to have a better chance at first place, you do have to honestly kind of attack who's at the top of the leaderboard more often than not as well in this regard. But Octostar is used to that, which is the scary part.
Yeah,
They're going to find an opportunity at some point in this game where they are going to be able to get away with, I think, more than they should. And if they do get away with maybe one or two of those moments, that might be it. So it is going to be preventing those moments, especially if you want to get those higher point totals going into this.
Just a reminder that first through fourth are considered winning positions. So
Yes.
honestly, looking at the scores from the past two rounds, just about anybody with a good game here could take fourth through third. Through second easily. Like it is like, in my opinion, it is that close. Like one good game can change it all.
Yeah, and it's good. And one good game, that's something we have also seen in previous tournaments as well, Snug. One good game does change it all. And that is one of the scariest things. We had, I think it was tactically Octostar who, again, we've been talking about them a lot today. They did have that one game where they struggled back in the one tournament. And it was the game they switched off Mellow. Next game, they immediately went back, and you saw that they recovered quite nicely. So there are, I believe, McQuick also had one of those moments as well in his matches where I think the one game he placed, I think it was 5th or 6th. I'd have to go back and look because it's been a while since that. But McQuick recovered quite nicely off that too with a simple weapon change.
Mm-hmm. Again, if you don't know what to do, okay.
Continue your point, sir.
Yeah, I was just saying, if again, like just in general, if you feel like what you're doing isn't working, go back to what you know. Like I said it at the start too, like a weapon that you consider your comfort weapon, or just something that you use often. Like, go back to basics, go back to what you know, because that can oftentimes recenter your focus instead of you trying to figure out what you're doing wrong. Just go back to, fundamentals is the word. Go back to what the fundamentals that you have as a player was the best way to do it. Like, what you start with.
Yeah, and I think they've done a very good, I think these players have a very good understanding of going back to those fundamentals and doing that, because at the end of the day, it does come down to fundamentals and being able to play a little mind games, go for those break reads that you might not be seeing, go for the multi opponent jutsus in certain opportunities if you can. You have to pick your moment.
There's plenty of points available in Croissant though. Like there's plenty of points available here all over the map, so there's going to be plenty of opportunities for people to grab to try and nab the first place. Although if it turns into a big fight in a clustered room, then I expect the leader to change very quickly.
Oh yeah, for sure. But again, we're moving into a Croissant Arena, so
it is Croissant Arena.
Clustered room, as much as it's a big fight in a wide open space.
Yeah,
it turns that wide open space into kind of a multi-battling battlefield at the same time.
Yeah, actually, I like a random thing like the map design nerd in me is has always thought this map Croissant. I like to applaud the people who designed Croissant Arena in terms of map layout, because they've managed to maintain a map that has zero closed off spaces. And when I say that, there's no sure, we have the door mechanics, but that's only on one side of each hangar. The entire space is one open continuous space. But the way it's been laid out makes it feel like there are often different closed spaces. I think what's that design philosophy again? I'm not sure, but you get what I mean. It feels like you invented a room, but
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the philosophy because I've heard it before. I've heard it mentioned before. I know what you're talking about, but I can't put the words to it at the moment. I know what
Yeah, it's a the map feels very open, despite having so many like how to say how despite having so much in it, the map still feels open and fluid to move in. It's a very interesting thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something I feel like a few maps in this game do. Croissant is one of those maps that feel very fluid. My second pick for, although a lot of people hate it, I don't know why. I love WNA Junkyard, but I feel like WNA Junkyard has a lot of big open space, fluid to move in. I think a lot of people's issues with Junkyard is it's more so there is no hiding on Junkyard, like even slightly. So you're on your toes at all times, but it does still give that fluidity of movement with its open. Eagle City, I would definitely put third on that list. Mainly because it's got like the small alleys, it's got the main street and the main bridge, which form that obviously like cross section of the whole map. But it has so many different layers where so many different fights can happen. It's just, I like that map a lot.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
As we settle in and get our match ready to go here.
Yeah, we'll be starting soon.
All right.
Everybody's in the lobby and at least ready to go. And at the moment, no switch up on weapon changes. A lot of stuff staying very, very solid with that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, a lot of weapons work well on this. Like,
I am not either. I'm not surprised at all. I think what we've seen so far with the weapons and the consistency of play from all these players with those weapons just kind of alludes to how good these players are with those weapons. And because they know them so well, they're picking their moments properly.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Then again, like a few of these players have momentum from the last round, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised Octo Store hasn't switched. It's literally just their main. On top of the fact that again they have some incredible momentum going right now, so it would be it would be a bit of a questionable choice if they were to switch off.
Yeah, I would not be switching off. I would try and keep the momentum, but also bear in mind that you probably have a target on your back this match as well. Considering you are dominating the scoreboard right now, and I genuinely think this will come down. This last match is going to come down exactly to where Octostar places.
Mm-hmm.
If Octostar places high, you might as well just forget about getting first place and just at that point shoot for like any of the other places. And if you see about halfway through this game that Octostar is anywhere in the top 4, or I would say more specifically anywhere in the top 3, throw your chances of getting first place out the window. At that point,
how do I explain this? It's not. Don't be a defeatist is the best way.
Not necessarily defeatist, but realizing that if you do go for Octostar, realizing where they are on the scoreboard at that point, if you can't stop them early, it's not necessarily a defeatist mindset as much as it's being, okay, they've definitely got first place locked in. Now I need to change my mindset if they've got it locked in. I need to avoid them because now I need points on this board. And running into Octostar can prevent that.
Yep. All right. So it looks like we'll be changing a few things. We'll be doing a couple things in the background. Which still, don't worry, we're still the third match is still on. It's not going on, but we're trying to sort things as fast as possible. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is the last round. It's going to be round 3 on Croissant Arena when we do come back. So just give us a moment. We're having issues on our stream end, it looks like. So we're going to try and get that sorted out, and we'll get you guys the match shortly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Community stream. All right.
Hello.
I think we're good. It's CPU GPU issue, which is always fun. Those are I had dealt with plenty of those in my time. Do you remember, Snug? Were you around actually when I was streaming on my old laptop?
I think so. I think I caught a couple of those streams.
Toward the tail end of it, maybe before I got my desktop.
Yeah.
Oh
Still
God,
jealous, by the way. I need a better PC, dude.
I will never go back to laptop streaming ever again. That was just
Hey, everybody has different means.
Well, here's the excuse me. Here's the other thing with the laptop, right? The other thing with the laptop. So all of the laptop components are integrated graphics. So integrated means that they are soldered onto the circuit board inside the laptop, which means they cannot be changed. So what you get is what you get, and you cannot change it.
Yeah, I've learned this. I have been basically keeping my PC alive through not only reducing like my graphics demanding in games, but also just saving RAM and processing power where you can.
Well,
Kids, don't
you could always
buy
add more
gaming laptops. They are built to die after a set amount of time. Literally, mine's almost
100%
unlessable.
agree with that. 100%
Buy
agree
or
with
build
that.
your own PC. Save for desktops. Don't if your parents say but a laptop is cheaper, tell them the reason. Explain that to them, that they are literally designed to die and make you buy another one.
Yeah, desktops also last longer, and you can change the components at will.
Yeah, you can literally, like, when a component breaks, you don't need to buy an entirely new one. You can literally just like pull it out, replace it, or upgrade it at the same time if it breaks, and you can find an upgrade for cheap.
Anyways, this
This is an Nigella tech support.
Yeah, it's the Nigella tech support course with J-Man and Snug. I was thinking the exact same thing as we get into our last game
Go do that.
on Croissant Arena. Here we go. Leon did not change their name to what I just think I saw.
Yeah, Leon did it. I mean, Leon is the type of person to do it. Oh, Kamari immediately with a good start, and looks like they are holding a grudge. Ooh, wait, Kamari's got strike big.
Yeah, Kamari does have strike big, but the Golden March comes in. Octostar got nobody with that.
Nobody got hit. Everybody saw it coming.
Yes, everybody saw it coming in. It's very good defensive play, knowing that Octostar is going to be a threat. Now they do have to challenge Octostar.
Oh my goodness, Hoverboy with a good start.
Yeah, Hoverboy with a good start. Swaggy up top now sees a fight.
Kamari killing neutral air.
The
KOs and player damage are going to rack up points very quickly in the start of the match. So Kamari getting into fights is a good thing.
Kamari getting.
Oh my goodness!
Here as we see,
whoa, hold on,
in that corner. That's a lot of.
Octostar getting an one here. Wait, no, did they? I don't know.
Block. Good. That was no. I don't think Octostar got an E-pwn there. I actually think it got taken by someone else.
I don't know.
Really,
it's hard to tell because it happened behind a wall.
Some good defensive play is happening right now, and it seems like players are taking.
Oh no!
At least a couple of us said to heart.
McQuick is just being pressured. Kamari needs to drop it. He needs to go. Yep. Okay. Somebody else is here. Emo got launched. Not sure who got the drone. Oh, good burst.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure who got the drone there as Kamari gets out. It's really.
Oh no, he almost got bound. He's fine though. He's fine.
He got landed. He's trying to dash away, but he can't. He doesn't have enough energy to do that. Now
he survived though. He survived, which is great. He survived and he survived well.
Coming down to Octostar, gets the hit onto Octostar, has to win.
Oh,
this
good hit!
Needs to go for the break read here. Is not going to catch it.
Oh no! What is that? He needs to keep going. Good block. No! Emo comes in with a potion blade. He's probably going to pick up both, unless Octostar uses Tenchi. McQuick with a beast. Oh my goodness, he's going to scale.
Would Octostar really waste a Tenchi on one person? Maybe. Maybe Octostar would waste a Tenchi.
It's a transformation ninjutsu. They are literally forced to disengage you if you have Tenchi.
That is true. As we see actually an Asakusa wheel come out.
Yeah, Asakusa wheel, mad respect. Actually, it's a good kit though. Like Asakusa, I'm going to say this. Asakusa is an underrated weapon in my opinion, especially with Hurricane Shake. You become a brawler that can afford to just constantly chase people down. Oh, Swaggy with a good start. That's a big net. You're not getting out alive.
Yeah, you're unfortunately not. That was just the worst time to burst. The net didn't even come out yet. You could have bursted. Oh my god!
Oh, that's huge.
We rotate over to Kamari, and we just see the Super Flame come out and pick up Octostar and another as Kamari's putting some points on that board.
He already has another one in half charge though, so I wouldn't be surprised if another one comes out quickly.
I wouldn't be, and it seems like Kamari is really focusing on some of these orbs as well. Sees
Oh,
the
careful!
Shinobi
Boy
beast
doesn't get
out.
bound because gun resistance. Who's goes? Oh no, he
don't-
leaves. He knows he can't catch anybody.
I don't think it was a gum resistance there. Octostar came in with the Golden March and you saw that, but I think the S-Burst canceled it potentially.
No, he got hit. Remember, gum damage does go through it. Look, more gun resistance from McQuick. Yep,
Ooh,
burst.
there's the
He needs to
burst,
leave.
yep. Burst and leave, and he is out, and this is going to leave Kamari, at least with this free drone, it seems like here's Kamari just trying to put some points on the board.
He's not that far behind. He's not that far behind. Oh, Swaggy doesn't catch him. You didn't catch him, Swaggy.
Ooh, delayed
What are you
catch
doing? Oh, Swaggy, you're not.
He didn't. He missed the opportunity. Actually,
I respect the weapon pick. I don't. I respect the weapon
I'm in
pick. I
agreement with
disapprove of the
Swaggy.
tactic.
I'm in agreement with Swaggy to disengage though, considering he did not get the.
Yeah, his weapon is
play
not
there.
suited for this fight.
Oh, Kamari
Yeah,
not getting
good.
the line there with that gum damage. Unfortunately, that one laser hit must have a little bit of gum resistance there, but Kamari looking to at least pursue this.
Kamari
fight.
in a solid fourth. He needs a burst of points, and he can actually take this. Oh, he's caught someone.
I'm not
Unfortunately,
entirely
everybody is
sure
running gun
who.
resistance. I'm not sure who's who. And
Oh,
my
that might
goodness.
be. Oh, I was gonna say that was
No.
gonna be big if Kamari read that, but unfortunately wasn't able to. Goes for the invincibility, and I love the play.
Yeah,
the
he is not
invincibility
letting him
flip
go.
into variable was super cool to watch here. As Kamari looking for an opportunity
What?
here, just
Huh?
not.
Oh,
doing-
what? No, did something wrong?
No, I just think Kamari realized they couldn't get any more points at that point, and that's going to be it. And we
Unfortunate.
look at the scoreboard here, and there is a big
Look
point
how close
difference
that is.
here. This is a very big point difference here, as Octostar didn't seem like they got enough momentum in
Oh,
that game.
there we go.
As the Pole Master, which is massive, which will move him into third,
he gets
Octostar down to
He
fifth.
goes straight up to third. Yeah, and he knocks Octostar down to fifth. Yeah. Good, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's-
That's actually
That's
might be great for him.
that's a big change on the scoreboard, and I don't know. And we saw Octostar's Golden March not as effective there in that match there, so that could lay down to a bit as Hoverboy puts on a solid another game there, and that is our game 3, sir.
Yeah, so let's talk about that match because, like, honestly, looking at the points, it was clear that everybody got involved in fights in an equal amount, just about. Because
Oh, yeah.
6 out of the 8 players had 4,000, so that basically just makes it so that everybody took an even playing field this game. So we'll have to see how the Epo Master affects the final results. But I'm very interested to see who wins. Well, where people place here.
Well, right now, off those first 2 games and looking at the score, we knew Octostar had. We can officially confirm that Octostar has at least 20,000 points, at least. Because the first 2 games were, I believe, 9,000 and 8,300 respectively, which puts them at 17. That 4,000 at least puts them over 20K. So 20K is I would say is the higher end of the top 4. Without a doubt. I would say it's still probably the higher end of the top 4 mark. But what's really going to matter here is how much those 4,000 points that Octostar got that game, those 4,500 points, affects this final score. I still think it was overall very good play, very strong showing from all these players. Very strong showing those first 2 games from Octostar. Croissant, obviously not the strongest map, obviously, for Trickball, and Mello seems to struggle in that regard a bit, Snug.
Yeah, it does. Like,
bigger maps just aren't really its cup of tea. It seems like where you can have something a bit more of a mobile option with that variable stance, or obviously the board riding, which is always a big boon in general. Getting that little extra speed boost.
Hi everybody, thank you so much. The graphics team is cooking up the scoreboard right now. But what you guys think of the match?
Sorry for
last-
the hey, y'all.
Yeah, let's just hold on. But first, we gotta get the alley picture in the alley spot. It's very important.
Yep.
Alley has become a
Job again.
PNG for the day as well.
I'm
Now.
going. Well, hello, welcome.
It is adorable. That
It
picture
is
is adorable. Snug, honestly, what did you think of the first and the third game? Because obviously we only really
third,
caught a bit of the second.
Okay, first game, it's okay. So my blunt opinion of the first game, it's Shinobi. So it's literally like fight starts. Everybody wants in on it because it's a fight, and they see a fight. It's BR. But everybody engages in the fight. You've got 6 to 7 players stacked up on each other, whacking, just like dropping everything they have, trying to scramble an Epon. One person gets 2, leaves, everybody else leaves, everybody else is still standing at least. And it's Shinobi. It literally is Shinobi, and it's up in the air who comes out on top. I'm not discrediting who comes out on top, though. Who came out on top on Octostar, because they clearly played well to get such a big point differential to compare to everybody else.
Can I just say it's also... Can I just say, before you move on to that second point, it's so funny that you said, let me be blunt, and it's your Ninjala character with their finger up being like, listen here.
Allow me to
it's
explain.
too perfect.
I know, that's the point. I am speaking. I have a point.
Listen here.
One moment. Alright, now listen here, you wee little one. Allow me to explain why you're wrong. I am not Scottish, though, and that is probably a horrendous Scottish accent. Please do not kill me.
Anyways, your second thought on that match, no?
So, I was moving on to the second game. What we saw of the second game, like, honestly, the play we saw from Sun Yokai at the start was incredible. Like, they defended themselves well in a poor matchup, and also managed to just stay alive long for a good half of the match, which net them a load of points. Again, one of the main, like, I keep saying this, one of the main points of BR that gets you points is staying alive. The longer you're alive, the more opportunities you are going to have to get points, whether that's through players, drones, or just stealing stuff. Because being a thief in this game works.
Yeah, you are the literal rogue of Ninjala. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Larceny is only a crime when you get caught.
Okay, the scoreboard.
Do not
is
take
coming
that as a
up.
lesson.
Yeah, do not take that as a lesson. No, I am not encouraging to commit crimes.
The final
Hey, I
top
knew
4
it.
is out, guys.
I am honestly not. Okay, so I'm not surprised that Kamaru is in the top 4. He locked in for the last 2 games and you played consistently well. So I'm congratulate him on that one. He was under pressure for the first game.
And
So,
I
well
will say, with Octostar having... I want to point something out here. Octostar's last game really did affect that point spread. Already. Quite a bit. Because if you look at first and second, Hoverboy, who was very consistent those last 2 games, putting up those solid point numbers, needed less than 750 points to overtake Octostar. There, with Octostar dropping to 5th place that game. So that was very well played, people trying to slow down Octostar. Unfortunately, it just didn't matter in the long run there, as Octostar's incredible prowess on that trick ball just carried them quite well through those first 2 games, and especially on Shinobi City Snug, with that Golden March in such close quarters, being able to pick off so many other players.
Yeah, indeed. Again, it does come down to some playstyle and just and good timing. There is a lot of factors that go into BR, and I will literally need an entire hour-long video essay to basically explain how well, at least what I think is important. And even then, I'd have probably plenty of my friends come in and say, "Hey, you've missed this or you've missed that," because I only play a couple weapons. I'm not that good with every weapon. There are those who have mastered just about everything. And I see you over there. You lot, yeah. We can mention plenty of names through coughs and and chokes and everything. We don't need but yeah, this game is just when you look into it on an individual level, there is so much that you need to do right and that you need to understand before if you want to play consistently and get good results.
Absolutely. And obviously Kamari struggled a little bit in this, but again, that consistency and the comfort in their weapon allowed them to stay calm and keep moving in for points.
Mm-hmm.
So that's incredibly fine. I would be very happy with it. I know if I'm Kamari, I'm happy that I got to top 4, but I would have liked to push it a little more. There's always that room. There's always that little bit of room for what could I have done differently. But you should relish in the moment now. Think about that later.
Kamari. Yeah, I do agree. Kamari played extremely well. like in the last 2 games, especially at the start of the last game, he played aggressively and won fights, not getting necessarily epons, but he definitely he won the fights where they counted.
Got points off the damage and the KOs,
yeah.
which was huge.
Yeah. Yeah, McQuick was just consistent all around. Like, sure, he may not have done anything of note. No offense, McQuick. Like the camera wasn't on him often.
It wasn't really on him a lot, so
he was getting points.
Too much McQuick.
He was doing something right off camera, and it's very clear. McQuick is a consistent player. He knows what he's doing. And I can say that for just about every single player. Like, it's just unfortunate. Like, somebody has to come last. Somebody has to come 7th. Somebody has to come 6th. Somebody has to come 5th. You get the point. Unfortunately, it was the bottom 4 this time, those players. So, yeah. That's where
I think, and going into it, we see a lot of consistency. We talk about consistency. We've talked about consistency a lot today, throughout all these maps, and a lot of these players necessarily didn't really change up their weapons other than their 1 or 2 comfort picks, and we saw that the players who did change up their weapons too often kind of fell out of their comfort zone and weren't as consistent with their play. And that, unfortunately, is how they ended up where they were in the positioning. But this is the 8 best players from Invitationals 3 and 4.
Yeah.
You knew going into this it was going to be a crazy match anyway.
Yeah. But once again, we want to apologize for the technical difficulties, and we never really done this before. But as an apology, we are giving all participants an outfit of their choice from a certain list we'll be giving them. And top 4 will also be getting their gift card prizes as well to make it up. So everybody wins at the end, hopefully. Hopefully we will not have any more issues like this in future streams. And unfortunately Octo is sick, so they won't be they won't be
They played
showing
and
up
won while they were sick.
But they won, yes.
Yeah, they
Wait a
won.
minute.
Yeah. So they won't be coming up on the stream, but congratulations to all the winners and all the participants. Thank you so much for coming on the stream. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Octostar, make sure should have some soup and some ginger ale.
Yeah.
Makes me feel better when I'm sick.
All the
All
chicken
the time.
soup.
Soup is
Good soup.
good when you're sick. Very good.
Yeah.
Good soup. We all know the meme.
But with that, we will say our thank yous to you both, J-Man and Kieran. It's not Kieran. We are so happy to have you back today to commentate. And I'm sorry it was so scuffed.
Yeah, we'll let you choose
I-
some prizes too.
I'm
you know.
Y'all pull
I'm
through.
never concerned when things are scuffed because it happens. It's happened so many times. I am just immune to it being scuffed at this point.
So this may be the first time. I'm gonna get a bit sentimental here, but Nijala is the first game I've gotten competitively involved in, on a high level, and it has been such a privilege not only to be able to, if I may, I'm mentioning ENL. Just like ENL gave me a start, Starling as well. Warriors Pit was my starting ground. It was such a privilege to not only watch these players, be given the opportunity to watch these players play at the level that they do, but not only to get to know them and learn from them, but it's just also the fact that I've come full circle and I've just been able to commentate for the official tournaments as well. That is such an opportunity and a privilege. I'm beyond thankful just for that, and I'd like to say that whatever you have planned in the future, do contact me because I am willing to support this game and for as long as it goes.
Yes.
Yes, you need a voice. You know what it is. You know where to find me. You know what I look like. You know what I sound like. It is me.
Oh, I
funny Brit.
I definitely know what you sound like because we talk on a daily basis in my Discord. So it's
yeah, there is no escaping me, J-Man.
No,
I'm in your walls.
No, unfortunately, he's in my walls. Yeah, I was gonna
Nobody expects the British Inquisition.
Well, yes. Stay tuned for our ending comments. There might be some more opportunities coming your way just yet. But with that, thank you so much again, and I think we will move on to our next segment of the stream today.
Yeah, we'll be showing off our entries from who's the most ninja god of them all. I guess we'll say goodbye to J-Man and Snog. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming to the stream.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
My pleasure as always.
Alright.
Alrighty, see you guys later.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye. Congrats to everybody, and have fun with the rest of the stream.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, we're waiting for our mod. Oh, okay. All right. So, let's see. Again, sorry guys for the amount of technical difficulties we had. I feel like it increases every single stream. We'll try to make it up with all our participants as well as our commentators. But
Yes.
yeah, let's show off our entries, shall we? Who's the most ninja god them all? Oh my god, sorry. Who's the most ninja god of them all? Entry showcase.
Starting
Oh.
up.
Hold on. All right, we're our mod is working
It's
very
coming.
hard to show it off. It's coming. It's coming.
And we are giving you a quick showcase, a teaser, if you will.
We just gotta no, you guys don't see this.
Yeah,
No.
just you pretend you do not see.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, who's the most ninja god them all? So those who don't know, we held a little contest where everybody showed off their favorite weapons as well as making a haiku for us. So we'll read off of them.
Starting off strong with Scar. We have their favorite weapon is the skate hammer and great gear. Favorite stage, Shinobi City. And the haiku is knockdown you can try. Just know your scheme can't succeed, 'cause I never die. What a banger.
Indeed. It's so good. Our next one. Next one.
Marin, take it away.
There's Akira with the favorite weapon as Ninja Caliber. They've staged Shinobi City. Oh, same bestie. Alright, their haiku is Flying Now Akira. Surf your caliber to win. Ippons is the pride. So good. Thank
We
you so
love to see
much,
it.
Akira. And the
The
graphic?
graphic,
Damn,
yeah.
chef kiss, man.
Mhm.
Chef's kiss. Alright, next slide.
Up next, we have Forneus Tio with the Chile Magnum favorite weapon and Shinobi City stage. The haiku is the moonlight shines down, growing shadows hide my sins. One day, all will know. I love it. It's kind of ominous. Kicking it off
Alright.
next.
Alright. Is it chow or cow?
I always wonder this because I want to
Yeah.
read it like chaos, but like
Oh, maybe it's Kale? I don't know.
I don't. Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure.
I don't know.
We're sorry to butcher your names. But their favorite weapon is Ninja Caliber, and fave stage is Shinobi City. Oh, I guess that's a very popular one.
The doobie.
And their haiku is Quiet Mountain Snow. Our race creates a blizzard. Think you can keep up. Dang, perfect for our tournament.
Yes.
Again, love the graphic, love the stage in the background. You had
Oh,
it
it's
right
like
the first
chow.
time. Chow? Oh, a chow. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay, thank you for the correction.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, let's keep it up for chow. Right,
Woohoo.
next slide.
Up next, we have Jiro with the festival board favorite weapon and Fort Riverdale favorite stage. The haiku is go dash through the wind, break through every single wall. Nothing can stop me. I love how inspirational these all are.
You guys are all so good at haiku.
I
man.
know. Writers for real, poets. Alrighty. And up
Alrighty.
next,
Is Izzy. Their favorite weapon is Trick Ball Purple. Their stage is Eagle City. Let's go. Their haiku will be happy friends around, sharing joy everywhere, enjoying our time. Get it?
That's so
Give it up for
sweet.
Izzy. So cute. I love
Wholesome.
the purple. Everything's purple here. So
We
good,
love a
so
theme.
good. Alright, next up.
We have Nico with the Popeye and Trick Ball mains and Fort Riverdale as the favorite stage. The haiku is the streetlights are cold, the fights in the background here, I be there to win.
So
Yes,
deep.
yes.
Streetlights are definitely
Manifestations.
cold.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
A little bit of drama here. Let's give
know.
it up for Nico.
I love the vibes.
Alright, next up. We have Valerie. Favorite weapon is Ippon Katana. Fave stage, Shinobi City. Very popular, honestly. Alright. The haiku reads as the sharpened blades fly, slicing through cherry blossoms and into the soul. I love that everybody's graphic is so good. They're so
yes.
talented.
I know. These are amazing.
Yeah, indeed. Let's give it up for Valerie. Okay.
Yes.
Next one.
We have another Akira, but this one goes by Rogue. And then their mains are Ippon Katana and Slash Kicks X. They also have two favorite maps, the WNA Academy and Shinobi City. Very valid. The haiku is loving, caring soul, guardian devil at heart, care to fight this wolf.
Damn, spicy.
Spicy. Ending on a
Let's give it up
spicy
for
note.
Rogue. Whoa. Alright, next up. We have May. Oh, another cute graphic. I love the outfit.
So cute.
Favorite weapon is Trick Ball and Sushi Axe. So let's go. Oh, I'm hungry, man. I want sushi. And their fave stage is Equal City. Their haiku reads as naive and carefree. Adorn a grin of deceit. Never change, sweet pea. Oh, I really like this one.
I know, it's so cute.
Never change, guys. Never change.
Yeah.
You guys are you. Despite
Or-
everything,
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
are still you. What are you gonna say, Ali?
Glow and grow, but never change. Yes.
What? Is that like a...
Well, I mean,
Is
I
that
feel
like
like,
a-
like, if you tell people not to change, it's like, you should grow,
You should grow. Oh, yeah,
You're
yeah,
getting
yeah.
philosophical.
I mean, I guess you should grow, but like...
But-
it's also like people
yeah.
should love you for who you are.
yeah.
You
No,
know,
that's
but you
very
can
true.
also always improve.
Yeah.
For sure,
Very
for
true.
sure.
Very-
Yeah. Alright,
Up
next
next,
up.
we have Sparks Cruiser. You might have seen this OC today in our tournament. Their main is the festival board, and they love Eagle City. Their haiku is, I am speed and skill. Going fast is my forte. Nothing slows me down. You could take one guess on who this is. But yes.
So good. Give it up for Sparks.
Woohoo.
Alright. Alright. Next up is Kins. Their favorite weapon is Passing Gloves. Their favorite stage is Equal City. Let's see. This looks like a deep one. Need me on your team. I'll lead us to victory. After my cat now. You know what? So true.
So valid, yes. And up
Let's
next.
give it up for Kins and y'all next.
Yes. We have N, also known as the Plague. Their main is Ippon Katana. Their favorite stage is the Fort Riverdale map, and their haiku is pure domination awaits those facing thy plague. True inhuman force. Wow. They got their vibe down. Very
So-
solid.
Yeah, domination, you know. They dominate the world. So true. Alright, next up.
You might have also seen this person today.
Yeah. Watson. Psst. What's happening?
Coming up.
Coming up
Coming up.
next. Okay. Swaggy. They were one of our Ninja God participants. They totally slayed. Let's go. Their favorite weapon is Shinobi Spinner. Black and white. Favorite stage is WNA Academy. Haiku reads as always in training, always willing to improve, always aim to thrive. Oh, love this one. This is perfect for Ninja and Ninja God tourneys.
And finally, last but not least, this one holds a special place in my heart. But do see, many main weapons of choice here. We have Iron Noise, Chewing V, Popeye, Kama Kama Plate, and favorite stage being Fort Riverdale. The haiku reads as boom, bam, explosion, destructive rabbit power, rocket sent your way. And yeah, I don't think I need to say any more about this one. It just speaks for
Yeah.
itself, truly.
Doocy.
Doocy.
Doocy indeed.
But that concludes our showcase of some of the entries for our contest. We will continue with phase 2 of this contest next week, so please stay tuned for that.
Wanna explain what phase 2 will be like, Ali?
Yes, so out of all of your entries, the Ninja team will select 4 of them to make a portfolio off of, basically. And then we'll share them on our socials for you all to vote on your favorite Ninja God and who you think should be the most Ninja God of them all. We'll base the true winner, off of your votes and also our choice as well. So we'll take those both into consideration. But
yes, will
please
be
look
like
forward.
A People's Choice Award versus also, staff choice. Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
absolutely.
So everybody has a chance to win. Yeah.
Heck yes. But
Or-
yes.
Yeah.
What a
That-
nice wrap up to an action-packed stream. I think, scuffs aside, we got here.
Yeah, we got here. I was very worried if we had to reschedule, but in the end, we did make it through.
The ninja lesson of the day is believe in yourself.
There's always room to improve. We're always in training, always aiming to thrive. Just as Swaggy said.
Yes, in the wise words. Yes. But lessons aside, another Ninja God has been inducted into the Ninja God Hall of Fame today. And what an amazing run it has been for this tournament series.
Indeed. Yeah, it really has been. I think we'll be going. Sorry, my words are not.
Just so lost in the song.
I'm so lost. So
like,
my
wow.
brain
truly
went
ended.
pretty blank from all the technical difficulties. But I didn't think it was going to hit as much today. From different reasons, but I'm really glad we were able to finish this tournament, and thank you again so much for all the participants and the commentators for pulling through and being so patient with us today.
Yes, absolutely. You all made this possible, and thank you for your patience. But I'm sure all of you saw our little tournament survey we put out a few weeks ago. Thank you to everyone who submitted responses to that, by the way. We're currently reimagining the future of the Ninja God Invitational series, and your responses helped us tremendously.
Yeah. And they did indeed. As one door closes, another one opens, and we hope that you all are looking forward to this next phase of community events because we're only getting started. We're cooking up a lot of ideas for you guys, and a little announcement here. It's really awkward because I know there's a lot of technical difficulties and a lot happened. But today will be my last stream, unfortunately, on the Plain Ninjala. I hope you guys had a fun time with me. I know I only streamed a couple times, but it was really fun.
We're gonna miss her.
Nice to getting know you all. No, wait, that wasn't a real sentence. Yeah, but it was nice to, get to know you guys. And thank you so much for your patience. And I hope you guys enjoy our next community event and as well as everything we planned so far. The marketing team is always working hard, production team as well. And I hope you guys just enjoy everything. But yeah, take it away. Yeah.
So true, bestie. I couldn't have said it better, and we are all gonna miss you so much. But as far as everything else goes, that's all we can say for now. Definitely stay tuned for what's to come because there is a lot more coming your way. And with that, I believe it is time to do our signature sign off. What do you say, Marin?
Yeah, let's go. Are we both
Want to lead us
saying it?
off?
Oh, am I leading it
Your
off?
last
Okay.
one, best one. Come
My
on.
last one, best one, besties. All right. 1, 2, 3, Ninja Lord.
Angela!
Bye, guys. Thank
Bye,
you for
everyone. Thank you
coming.
so much.